Hey folks, Tony Farndon, match and handicap convener here at Peebles Golf Club. And I thought it'd be useful just to do a quick video about some of the rules and procedures that are going to be in place here at Peebles over the coming months. So let's get stuck in. The first rule I'm going to talk about is a new one that we've introduced in 2024. We're calling the leaf rule. Now, we've all been there. We hit a lovely tee shot, or in my case, a duck hook off to the left. We walk up, there's a pile of leaves. We spend 3 minutes looking for the ball. We can't find it, and we're left with no choice but to take a penalty. We believe this is unfair on the golfer, so we're introducing a local rule that will take effect between October and December. If you and your playing partners agree that your ball had been lost in an area of leaves, you can take a free drop within that vicinity and play without penalty. Next rule we're going to talk about is preferred lies. Now, hopefully most of you are familiar with preferred lies. It's normally in operation between October and April, although depending on the weather and the course conditions, that can sometimes extend beyond. You're walking up, your ball is on the fairway, take a marker, whether it's a tee or a greens marker, place it next to your ball. You can lift your ball, clean your ball, and then place anywhere within 6 inches of the original mark, no closer to the hole, and away you go. Now, at Peebles, we do encourage the use of fairway mats where possible. This just helps to protect the course. I don't have a fairway mat with me today for this video, but if I did, what you would do is mark your ball on the fairway, place your fairway mat just beside, and then put your ball back down on the fairway mat. Now, fairway mats are just that. They are fairway mats. They can be used on the fairway for the winter Stableford competitions and some of the non-counting competitions that we'll be holding throughout the winter. However, you cannot use fairway mats in the semi-rough or the rough, and you won't be able to use them if you're submitting a general play round. Now, my ball has landed here in the semi-rough. If you're playing a general play round over the winter, our winter course is now measured, then you have to play it as it lies unless it's plugged. If it's plugged, or as it's called in the official rules of golf, an embedded ball, just mark the ball, gently turn the ball just to check that it is sitting in its own pitch mark, which case this one is. Lift your ball, clean it, drop within 1 club length. If you are playing in the winter Stableford or our non-counting competitions, Jimmy Holmes, any others throughout the winter, if you're in the semi-rough, then what you do is you mark the ball, you lift, you can clean the ball, and then drop from knee height within 6 inches, and then play it as it lies. You have to make sure that you're dropping no closer to the hole. If you're doing a general play round over winter to submit for handicap purposes, if you come across your ball, whether it's on the fairway or semi-rough, and it's in standing water, you can take free relief. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be sat in a big puddle. If we look at this ball, I just gently press into the ground here, I'm getting surface water coming up. My nearest point of relief, go over here, I'm still getting water over here. Actually, I'm not getting anything here. I'll mark that spot, pick up my ball and no closer to the hole and within 1 club length, I'll just drop my ball and play on. Now, as I say, this is a rule that you'll use if you're submitting a general play round over the winter off the marked winter tees, but actually this rule applies all year round with standing water. Well, that was just a quick summary and overview of some of the important rules and procedures that are now in place. I hope you found it useful. Do please look on the notice boards or check the newsletter if we need to send out any changes or updates to the rules in place at Peebles over the winter season. And I just want to finish saying from me and everybody else in the Match and Handicap Committee, hope you enjoy the golf over the winter. I hope you can get up, weather dependent, and if you do, play well.